What up, what up, what up, everybody? It's your boy Camarray, and I am back with another reaction video to the hottest reality show, newest reality show out there. Listen, y'all, BET's The Encore is bringing it. It is the answer to what we have been needing from reality television. It's not stiff, it's not stale. It's just giving us everything that we need, and so we love reacting to this here show. We love watching this here show. I love the fact that it's out. Carlos King, Todd Tucker, shouts out to them for bringing us some great TV. If y'all have not watched BET Presents The Encore, I encourage you to go out there and check it out, okay? All right, now before we get into the reaction, we have to invite you guys to please subscribe to our channel here at the Music Report Card. We need y'all to be in line. We need y'all to be in formation every time we drop a new video. So we need y'all to hit that subscription button and also turn on your notification bell so you get an email every time we release a new video, okay? All right. After you do that, hit this video with a nice little thumbs up to let us know that you're liking this here video and you want to see more of them. And last but not least, please make sure you drop down in the comments and let your voice be heard, all right? This is not just about me and my voice being heard and y'all sitting on your phones and your TVs watching me. I need y'all to drop down in the comments and let us know what you feel about tonight's reaction to BET The Encore Presents. No, I said that wrong. BET Presents The Encore, okay? Episode 5. And it was an episode to get into, okay? Before we get there, though, we have to take care of a little business, all right? In order to get through these things, we got to take a little, libation, a little, a little shot, a little piece of margarita or something, okay? So I encourage y'all to go ahead and get your drink so that y'all can toast with me. If you are not accustomed to this, we do this every night here at the Music Report Card and here on this show, The Report. So please go get you a shot of something, a drink of something, whatever your drink of choice is. Baby, you're my drink, hey, a choice. That was a little genuine for y'all if y'all didn't remember that from this, I think it was Elgin album. But anyway, we got a nice little shot of vodka. We ain't gonna take it do too much. We're just gonna keep it real nice and simple. If you are out there drinking, let's drink to Coming Together, okay? That is what the ladies of BET Presents The Encore tried to do, but it just didn't quite seem to work on tonight's episode. Maybe they're gonna get it together in the future episodes. I don't think so because I already know what's gonna happen. All right, so let's raise our toast. If you're out there drinking, we ask that you drink responsibly. All right, let's toast. All right, let's get it. Yes, sir. All right. Let's dive right in to tonight's episodes. The twins and Keely talk about dethroning Aubrey from Queen. Okay. So it's like this eternal battle between Keely, who's really just kind of in the background, not really doing what she's supposed to be doing. She got Keely versus Aubrey versus the twins, and it's this consistent battle in some form or another. And it just seems like, okay, who's gonna struggle to get the power today, this episode, if you will. And so that's what we see. The episode opens up, Keely and the twins in the kitchen talking about Aubrey. She needs to be dethroned. We need to have a special ceremony or something. We need to get her up on out of here because, she's not doing what she's supposed to be doing. And it's so funny how the tides have changed because just a few episodes ago, y'all were, jumping for joy and Aubrey did all of this, the vision board of what the group could be, and everybody was, Aubrey, Aubrey. And now everybody has turned their backs, okay? Which I could imagine if that was happening in a girl group, I wouldn't make it last neither, okay? It seems like don't know girl groups ever last, and if this is what the hell is going on, I can see why. All right. So Aubrey actually stands there and overhears the conversation that they're having about dethroning her, which I've talked about on a previous reaction video. That the house is literally built so that you can. Well, it's not built, but it is designed in a way that you could hear. You can hear literally if you're in the studio, you can hear what's going on in the kitchen. If you're in the kitchen, you can hear what's going on in the bedroom, so on and so forth. And so yet again, we see that Aubrey is right there as the twins and Keely talk about dethroning her. And of course, that's gonna, that's flash forward for just a moment. Anytime you have someone coming for you and your talent and what you're doing, it's gonna feel like it hurts. And I can't remember. I can never remember Felicia or Fallon from each other. But one of the twins was saying, "What female producer later on in this episode? What female producer y'all know out there besides Missy Elliott? There are a couple more outside of her, but I really felt I felt her in that moment." But it's like you can't cry wolf and talk all this stuff about wanting to be taken seriously for your art and your crafts, and then you doing the same thing about Aubrey as it relates to her queen, or even Lamisha and her queendom. So it's like you want to be taken seriously, but I'm saying, you gotta what's it called? You gotta wash one hand, I wash your back, you wash mine, something like that. Y'all know them old school sayings. So that was what I got from that, and that was just a little flash forward to another scene. The Queen ceremony. Lord have mercy. And this is one of the reasons why I said that the show is one of the amazing shows, because you get to see different aspects of different other reality shows that worked. And you get to see this whole, I think, this Survivor Big Brother type feel, where you get to vote, someone in and, all of that. And so it really works, in my opinion, for reality TV right now today. So we have this Queen ceremony where Aubrey shall be dethroned, or will she? It comes with a tie between Misha, Aubrey, and one of the twins. I don't know. I believe it was a three-way tie. 3 people voted for, Or no, that wasn't right. Maybe I think 2 people voted for it, and then there was a couple randoms. Because I think somebody voted for... no, I can't remember. Y'all, we get a little old, okay? We get a little tired. And anyway, it was a 3-way tie, and Aubrey said basically she didn't want it, but she felt that she was the best one for it. So I remember, voted for herself. But in the end, she ended up giving the title to Lamisha, which was an interesting choice. Obviously, she wasn't going to give it to one of the the twin that came into the tie, but Misha gets a chance at being queen for a day, which is an interesting moment, and we will see how it plays out on the next episode. We see that there were nothing but arguments on this episode, even with her as queen, and so it's like, okay, I don't think the whole queen thing really, what I'm saying? I don't think it really worked. So the twin goes to talk to Aubrey. I don't remember which one it was, basically to clear, whatever was said about Aubrey in the kitchen with Keely. That was a moment. But the next moment that we see here, which was which actually I'm interested to see what happens, because I know Elijah Blake ends up not finishing out the show. But I believe on the preview, it looks like Hosan was getting into it with one of the twins. So it was like, okay, now what happened? We don't have any producer, any in-house producer. I don't know. But Elijah basically confronts Aubrey. I saw an Instagram live between Elijah, the twins, and Keely the other day, where Elijah was like, "Yeah, I got caught up in the hoorah of the whole moment." But it was interesting to have seen that, and then flash forward to this scene where Elijah comes to Aubrey, and of course, them good flashbacks is good. And it could just be editing, but Elijah was the one that approached Aubrey about talking about the situation, and it did seem like he was throwing a little piece of shade towards the twins, talking about they were the least famous, which is not, like the twins have said, it's not an unknown fact that they are the least famous or have the least success as a group as far as Cherish is concerned. But it was just interesting how Elijah was coming for Aubrey, knowing that it was almost like Elijah, and I get where he was trying to go, but instead of owning it in that moment, as far as what he said in front of Aubrey, it was like and what I saw on the live, it was like he was trying to salvage his friendship with the twins, but it wasn't via him telling the truth, if that makes sense. It was like, oh yeah, you said, but then we get a flashback of you're the one that actually started the conversation, and you're trying to make it as if, well, I'm the only man here, so I'm going to, what are we throwing our big balls around? Like, I didn't, even after watching their live, sir, with the twins, and I understand that you're trying to be accountable for what was said, and you got caught up in the hoorah, but it just didn't come off authentic. It didn't come off genuine. And so for that, I gotta take a couple cool points from Elijah, because it was like he was trying to throw it all on Aubrey, and that ain't how it went, bruh. Like, clearly the camera shows us that you were the one that said, can I talk to you for a minute? Excuse me, can I please talk to you for a minute? And Aubrey was like, sure, you know. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it looked like. I don't think you can really edit who started the conversation, even though they did look like they was already walking towards the room or whatever. But I think Elijah started the conversation. I think once Aubrey made it known that the twins were like, we know what it is. You know what I'm saying? Everybody knows what it is. Elijah knows when he comes, or when he's away, that we running this shit. Okay, well, maybe Aubrey left that part of it off, but that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? So I just felt that Elijah could have handled it better there with Aubrey in that moment where he's, yelling at her. And I definitely do agree with Aubrey. Although it was a little premature when she said it, that he was arguing with the woman and all of that, I felt that the way it played out, it felt kind of bitch assy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I felt that it was not appropriate for him to come at her the way that he did, especially not being one of the members of the house. It was like Peter on Real Housewives of Atlanta. Patricia, do you want your pizza? Elijah, you want to be in a group too? Shaking your thing? Okay. That's what it was giving me. So Elijah and Aubrey had their confrontation. Aubrey basically was like, I ain't got time for this. I'm out. And clearly she moved her bed, because we see in the next scene that that the ladies come back to see Aubrey's bed is gone. Okay. Let's see. Now, while Aubrey is, playing two men in the truck with her bed, the rest of the ladies are downstairs arguing, about to get into another argument where I believe one of the twins, Felicia or Fallon, said, this is why y'all should have nominated me. And Lamisha was like, well, hold on, if we nominated you, where would I be? You know what I'm saying? Like, what you trying to say? Like, I can't run this here clean show. You trying to say that I ain't worthy? Huh? And Twin was like, nah, like, that's not what I'm trying to say. Oh, but it is what you're trying to say. And that's what I've been trying to say all this whole time for these past 2 weeks or whatever time frame it was at that point. And so that becomes a huge uproar where Misha is like, nah, big, like, I'm running stuff now, and it's not about to go down like that. Like, y'all too. And as quickly as I started to understand Felicia and Fallon and where they were trying to come from, it was just like, ting! I fell right back into, I understand where the other ladies are coming from, because it just seems to be that they are trying to take over, and not in a cool way. You know what I'm saying? And so that is where it becomes a thing. Now, what I will say is, I think it was interesting, I believe in another argument towards the end of this episode, Misha was like, well, I'm only getting 2 bars and y'all singing on everything. And one of the twins was like, well, I'm not even leading on all of these songs. I'm not leading. I'm like, well, okay, well, if you're not leading on all the songs, then what's the gotcha? Because that's what all the girls are saying, that y'all just leading a song like a Cherish album. Huh? I don't know. One thing I also want to flashback to with one of the interview, the Instagram live between Elijah, the twins. And Keely was editing, it definitely made them seem like, it seem like Pam wrote the gospel song, and the twins cleared that up real quick. That wasn't the case. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and we got into the twins get into it with Misha. Twin want to respect as a female producer. Now listen, if you gonna say something like that, you want your respect as a female producer, and the only other one out there is Missy Elliott. Let's do a little research. We know that there are other female producers out there, maybe not as big as Missy Elliott, but there's other female producers and people that are able to do what you do. So let's not shade the rest of the industry of female producers that are out there. It's not just you and Missy, sis. All right. All right, so then as I mentioned earlier, Aubrey's bed comes up missing. How in the hell y'all in this big ass house and y'all can't find Aubrey, and she went missing for a whole day? I don't know. Aubrey is getting an award for the best hide and go seek player in the history of hide and go seek. I don't know how they didn't find her, but they was like, hell, we done tried to look in the kitchen. She looked like she was eating a couple extra chicken pieces, a couple extra cookies that night. She must have been in the kitchen. They didn't find her in the kitchen, so they was like, to hell with it, we gonna go on to bed. All right, is it me or this? I mean, y'all, Aubrey is thickums. Like, I don't remember Aubrey like in her prime, or even shortly thereafter her prime, being that, like, I don't think it's just the breast implants, but the breast implants I feel like definitely add to some of the thickumsness, and yeah, I want her to handle that because it's getting a little chunky all around her neck piece, and I can say I'm chunky around my neck piece, but I'm not trying to be on BET's The Encore. All right. Let's see here. Aubrey's bed comes up missing. Shamari's 15-year anniversary. I'm so glad I made it. Oh, so glad I made it. What they say? They said I made it through. Hey, I made it through. Y'all better listen to a little gospel. That's a little Marvin Sapp for y'all. Listen, Shamari and Ryan DeVoe of the legendary New Edition and BBD have made it to 15 years on the anniversary. And if you watch them on The Real Housewives of Atlanta, you will see that it was nothing but the grace of God that kept them together, because Shamari was out there slipping and dipping with all the women who independent. Throw your hands up at me. You know what I'm saying? Ronnie was out here doing and slipping and dipping, and all the women who were independent, they was both out there slipping and dipping all throughout the Atlanta streets. So thank God that they got back together and they made it through their 15-year anniversary. All right, so they have a little FaceTime call in the thing, and it was cool to see them. You know what I'm saying? Because man, Shamari represents her marriage. Okay, now we don't know what's going on 10 and 9, 8, 7, 7, 6 years ago, but when they were slipping and dipping into everything in these Atlanta streets. But at this point, Shamari and Ron have made it to their 15 years, and we congratulate them and shout out to y'all. Okay, the key to a happy marriage is slipping and dipping around the year number 7. Okay, that's what they telling us in this good show. All right, so we've got Shamari's 15-year anniversary. Aubrey comes back. She reappears like it ain't nothing happened, ain't nothing changed. Aubrey comes back in her same confessional clothes. Like, hey y'all, I'm ready to come back to work. What? Man, no, you did a no call, no show. That don't work for us here at the BET's Encore. You just disappeared. Like, what? Okay, what? You just gonna come back? Okay, like, hey twin, okay, let's get back to work. I'm so sorry. Let's hug it out. Let's have our moment. No, that don't work, Umbrella. Like, you can't keep running. I have to drop to my note. You can't keep running in and out of my life. Keep on running. What? Keep running. Ooh, keep on running. Yeah, what is that? That's the Gap Band. Uncle Charlie, ain't it? But yeah, you can't do that, okay? You can't just up and leave, and we trying to create a whole album out here. Alright, so Aubrey comes back. She plays nice. She's, trying to say what's going on. Then we see that the ladies are trying to come up with a listening party in the order that the song should go in. Aubrey obviously comes in and says, I don't think that this should be this. One of the twins agrees. The other twin that wrote another song says, no, I don't agree with that. The song ain't ready yet. This ain't how it's supposed to go. Okay. The twins, at this point are starting to clash. It's like, oh shoot, the twins are starting to clash. They didn't fight with everybody else under the sun. Now they're starting to fight with each other. Now we see what's really going on. And I'm sure all the other ladies were sitting there like, I'm so happy to see the twins. They fight. It's not just us. But then, who was it that brought back the news? I believe it was Felicia. I believe it was Fallon that brought back the news that said basically, they overheard Aubrey say, we don't have any bangers. We need like something up tempo. And for the bulk of the ladies coming from R&B groups, I understand, that their up tempo is really mid tempo now. You know what I'm saying? Like, mid tempos are kind of like what's in the club, and it's kind of like everybody's on this kind of like rock thing. But an up tempo is an up tempo, and I feel like with Aubrey, especially coming from Danity Kane, coming from a more pop lane, that needs to be represented. Aubrey was not in an R&B group, you know what I'm saying, to where everything was mid and just rocking. And as Misha said, even Where My Girls At was dun dun, or when the front to back was you feeling that, it still had like a little piece of a pump. And the twins like, well, everything nowadays is on a 1 and a 2, and a 1 and a 2. Okay, well, we understand where we at with music nowadays, but we're not trying to create what nowadays music. We're trying to create something that represents all of us. And so the twin took that, the twins, I'll say, I'm just going to lump them together, took that all the way wrong and come downstairs like, Aubrey, did you say that our songs was shit? Did you say that? Did you say that our songs wasn't nothing? We should just go ahead and scrap them, huh? Okay, well, I'm not doing that. Whoa! Okay, how did we get here? Listen, it wasn't even worth all that. Like, unless it was editing, I don't understand how they came downstairs. Especially when the other twin was like, no, I didn't. She was like, I didn't say that. That she said it was shit. That the songs were shitty. She said we don't have a banger. Okay, well, as soon as she said that, it would have been like, should have been like, okay, click. She didn't say what we thought she said. Let's try to understand what she's trying to say. But no, the twins want to take it in uproar and uproar and uproar and have a whole moment. It was just like, oh, this is so draining. It's them against the world again, and here we go. Okay. So the episode ends. We see the preview. They're about to do their listening party. We're gonna with the former members. We see Ronnie DeVoe. I have a couple of friends in the show as well. So shouts out to them. We'll talk about them on the next episode. But yeah, an amazing episode number 5. I'm excited. I need y'all to drop down in the comments and let me know what y'all feel about this episode number 5. Whose side are you on? Are you on Team Aubrey, Team Twins, Team Misha at this point? You know what I'm saying? Who is in the right? Drop down in the comments and let me know. All right. My name is Camarray, and I am super excited y'all chose to join me here on this good review. I have to invite you one last time to make sure you subscribe to our channel, turn your notification bell on once you do so, hit this video with a thumbs up, and also drop down in the comments and share this video with your family and friends so we can all get this Encore thing, you know what I'm saying, where it's supposed to be. Have a nice conversation. Alright, well, I think that's about it. I'm your boy Camarray. I love y'all so much for watching. This is The Report, and I'm out. Peace.